Hey guys, Chad and Dalton here, and today we're going to test drive this absolutely gorgeous orange 1973 Camaro split bumper Resto Mod. This car has the best of everything put into it. It's an absolutely gorgeous driver. Here at Coyote Classics, we have some beautiful cars, but we drive them, don't we, D?
Absolutely.
This is a car you can take into any local car show, be very proud of, but not perfect, but an absolutely stunning driver. I love the stance of it. It's we have a lot of nice cars in our inventory right now, but out of all the cars we got, this is my favorite car to look at and drive.
Absolutely, and when it comes to these classics, I mean, drivability is something super important nowadays, and you see people starting to build these Resto Mods to be more drivable. And the cool thing about this one is, of course, the LT1 fuel injected motor. Then they took it out, rebuilt it, bored it, 383 stroker out of it, and a 6-speed manual, which we'll talk about more, but you don't see that.
No, that 6-speed manual is such a cool touch to this car. And then the restorer went ahead and put the 410 Eaton possi in the back, which so you have, is it 411 gear? All right, 411 gears in the back. And I'll tell you what, this thing just flies down the road. But you have that 6-speed transmission that you can go interstate speeds and have a lot of fun with. Not only is this car just gorgeous, look at the sides of this car. If you look up and down the sides, it's super straight. And underneath the hood, wow. The bottom of the hood paint and the inner fenders is just as nice as the exterior paint. They did an awesome job on the inner fenders. They're all high gloss black. Just a well put together car.
Absolutely, and the first thing I noticed when I opened up the hood is the headers too. I absolutely love those headers.
Yeah, nice set of Hedman headers on it. We have just a little bit, sounds like just a bearing, just a little bit maybe there on the alternator. Just have a little tiny little tweak. But the nice thing about this car is the vintage air work, or the air conditioner, should say vintage air, but the air conditioner works also. Yeah. And it blows ice cold, and we'll get to that in a little bit as well. But this 96 LT1 engine is just stuffed in there beautifully. Go to our website, guys, coyoteclassics.com. You're going to see just how solid this car is underneath. The floors, the trunk, everything is excellent. And like I said, as far as the paint and body on it, it's beautiful as well.
And for a car that's been totally taken down and reassembled and restored, the gaps on it are nice as well.
Yeah, you're definitely right there. I mean, we have a nice even gap from front to back, and the hood matches the top of the front fender. Excellent. All the paint, the stripes are beautiful. I love this orange. There's a lot of different oranges out there, but this is a real dark orange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, both gaps are perfect. They fit perfect on the front, all the way across the front here as well. Got that vintage split bumper RS front on it. The grille, the bumpers are brand new. The front paint is excellent. And again, you look up and down the sides, Dalton, of this car, it has the perfect muscle car stance, in my opinion, and a laser straight body.
Yeah. One thing I've got a lot of comments on too from people that have stopped in and looked is they love these wheels. They're just something that you don't see a whole lot.
This is definitely a wheel combination, D, that we need to really write down and try to do these again, because I agree, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Just so you guys out there watching, this is the numbers on these wheels. If you want to order yourself a set just like them. 245, 45 17s on the front, and they're freaking awesome wheel. Excellent tires all the way around. This car does have a set of the exhaust cutouts on it, plus dual exhaust. One of the cutouts does need to be replaced on the passenger side though. As we look at the top of the hood, the top of the fender, all that looks perfect.
Another thing to make note of too as we're going around it is it has 4-wheel disc brakes, which is super nice, especially with all this horsepower. You need to slow it down every once in a while.
It does have the drilled and slotted rotors as well. Gap is perfect on the passenger side. Lower fender's excellent. Lower door here is fantastic. We do have 3 or 4 little tiny paint chips right down in here. So a little touch touch-up is needed there. Rocker panel, all that is in great shape, guys.
And just a tiny little run here too, I just noticed.
Yep, very small there. Whoever buffed this out though, whoever painted it, it's freaking nice.
It is.
I mean, you don't see orange peel, nothing like that. Feel it's just smooth as silk on there.
Stripes are cleared in as well, which is
yeah,
nice.
it's super nice. Dual exhaust, really nice dual exhaust, nice dual exhaust tips on it. Again, the car's got a nice level stance. Lower rear quarter is perfect, over the wheel is excellent. Inside the trunk's really nice as well. Got the nice mat and just a really solid floors. I love the circle round tail lights, guys. It's just a great look on these 70 to 73 Camaros. I love the second generation Camaro. We've talked about it many times. I bet this is the 8th second generation Camaro we've had in the last, well, this summer, probably the last 3 months. We've had a ton of them and they're going out the door as fast as they come in.
I'd say probably 8 in the last month and a half.
We've got a lot of them, and you know, for not having any for a long time and then getting all these, it's just, they're just a great popular seller for us here at Coyote Classics. Gaps are excellent all the way across the trunk along here as well. Just, again, I can't stress out enough, there is a few little chips and there's a little spot I didn't mention over in the driver's side, but other than that, guys, this body is super laser straight, the undercarriage is awesome, and the paint is just spectacular.
There goes a Mustang.
I know. We're in a town of 1,100 people and I've never seen that little 67 Mustang ever go by here before.
Me neither.
As we get into the door jamb restoration, they also did a nice job on that. We can go here and look at the corners of the doors. It's absolutely rust-free, perfect. Our bottom of the door all looks really nice. They did a great job on the paint of the jambs as well. You can tell that when they restored the car, the fenders were hanging up, the doors were off, and all painted separately. Did a great job in here as well. So this ain't a $100,000 Resto Mod, but I'll tell you what, this is a gorgeous Resto Mod with tons of balls, great looking paint, solid. Just needs a few little finishing touches if you want to go ahead and make it a super, super high dollar car. What'd you say, D?
I'd have to agree with you.
Door panel, original door panel as far as I can see, really in great shape. If you want to pick it apart at all, you got just a little bit of wave here, which is very common. Just over time, you get just a little bit of wave on this hard plastic. But the hard plastic really is in great shape. Again, the corners of the door down here. Check out the quality of this car. This tells you everything, Dalton. The inside corner of the door and the bottom of that fender. So many times you'll see some Bondo or something like that. This is all rust-free.
Even look on the inside of that fender's painted too.
Yeah, they did a great job. As far as the rest of the car in a nutshell, I love this 6-speed transmission. They did fit it in here nicely with that factory console. As far as our stereo system, we'll mess with that in just a little bit here and see if we can get something to come in. Tachometer, it's got the Pro Comp ultralight gauges. The tach works, carries 40 pounds of oil pressure. Temp gauge works on it. As far as the gas gauge is not working and the amp gauge is not working. So car's got 9,060 miles on the restoration, it looks like, or either that on the odometer. Do you want to pop the hood once and just see if the electric fan's going? As far as the headliner goes, the headliner's in fantastic shape as well. I do like that they have the overhead seat belts and they have these the covers on there nicely as well. So I love the Pro Comp seats, guys. I'm a firm believer. 2 years ago when I started seeing not the right correct seats in these cars, I was all against it until the comfort, till you get in them and see that the tilt works perfect on them and the back, and they're just so comfortable. The carpet is in really good shape and the back seats are in excellent shape with the really nice hard plastic back there. Okay, so both of our electric fans are working, guys. Our temperature gauge looked like it was a little hot. The temperature gauge sender needs to be replaced, so because it's definitely not running hot at all. As far as our tail lights go, we kind of went around that. Excellent shape. The back bumper is fantastic. The paint on the spoiler is great. We do have a tiny little chip right here. Wow, look at this paint in the sun. I mean, if you look at the up and down the sides, the body line, all the way across here, all the way from the spoiler, all the way up to that front fender. lines up beautifully. I'm gonna rev it up just a little bit, Dalton. Now we got the cutouts all the way closed off. This thing sounds nice. As far as our rear quarter goes, excellent over the wheel well. We do have one tiny little paint touch up right here, very small. And we do have the only bad spot of the car, except for, we got one more paint chip right here, guys. So we are gonna need just a little touch up, and it's gonna need just a little work down here. We got a couple little bubbles right down here, not way low. As we look underneath here, it's all rust free and solid, guys. Check out our website. I know we got just a little bit of moisture right up in this dog leg here. Just a couple little bubbles there. Other than that, freaking car is sweet.
I love the window tint too.
Oh,
it just.
I love the window tint so much I didn't even roll the windows down for pictures because it's got tinted front glass, back glass, side glass, dual mirrors. I mean, this car has it all. I love it.
Except for if it would me, I'd have my window down so everyone could see who's driving this beast.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. As far as our paint goes in the door jambs here, it's awesome as well. Corner of the door looks good. The bottom of the door is nice. Again, we have just a little bit of warpage right here. If you want, you can replace those pieces, but again, they're original and not bad at all. Top part of the door panel is excellent. Paint in the jam is good. Tilt column, which I love this tilt column. Sorry guys, the temp gauge does work. I wasn't looking at it quite right. I'm guessing it has probably a later, it's running about 215. Probably has a little, probably 195 thermostat, so those fans aren't kicking in until then. So the horn works. It does have a nice steering wheel on it. Tilt wheel. On the tilt wheel, guys, this is one thing that probably down the road it probably might need. On the tilt wheel is just a little bit loose. Sometimes those tilt wheels get that way. So gas gauge, we got a new sending unit coming for that, and then we need to check out the bolt gauge. Other than that, all our gauges works. Carries great oil pressure. We did go ahead and turn the air on. It blows ice cold. What a nice treat on air conditioning a day like today, D.
Yeah. Radio works. Looks like they have a couple speakers back there. For the champion.
This is such a cool car, man. I love it. All right, let's see what she does down the highway, should we? This is one we probably should have sent a scout ahead to see
if there's a cop.
Yeah.
I think we could probably outrun him in this thing.
This thing is sweet.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, this car was made a Resto Mod to have the comfort of driving. And I mean, hell, this could be an everyday driver for somebody.
Oh, I love it.
It breaks them loose pretty damn quick.
Oh God, I love that 411 in there. That just makes the car, man.
And it's nice.
Completely makes it. And with air conditioning, it's blowing ice cold while we're doing this.
God, this thing is quick.
Oh, it picks up speed so fast. Fourth gear, 90. Fifth gear.
Wow.
Sixth gear. Sixth gear at 80 drops us down to 2,100 RPMs.
And those are 411 gears in it at 20.
Yeah, that's why you get all the balls and the takeoff speed, man. It's whoever thought this up. I mean, kudos to the guy that freaking did this.
You having fun?
I love this car. Whoever buys this car is gonna love this car as well. I mean, you're talking a smooth shifting, the front suspension, the steering is perfect down the road. We got a curve here. Other than that, let it go, guys. I mean, it's awesome. Downshift it down to 4th, throws you back in your seat, back up to 5th, down to 6th, and there we're dropping 80 mile an hour at 2,000 RPM.
Nice.
At 50 pounds oil pressure. And the temp's running 180. So it just gives you a good idea of where everything's going, guys. And it's just perfectly straight down the road.
Yeah.
all that power, all that fun, and still blowing ice cold air.
Can't beat it.
And what about the seats? Tell them about the seats, man.
They're comfortable, big boy seats. I mean, I got all kinds of room in here.
It just feels so comfortable and so awesome. And it's quiet inside. One other thing I want to point out, it's got the antenna in the windshield, and look how they did the headliner and stuff. I mean, nothing's tacky on the inside.
No, they did a really
Nothing's
nice job.
tacky on the paint, nothing's tacky underneath. It's a good car, guys.
Did a nice job. Check it out at coyoteclassics.com. Give us a call, 641-816-3145. I mean, this car will put a smile on your face.